Hey Grandview Kids, I'm excited to share something with you today. Alright, so I'm going to be releasing 2 videos every week for you. Alright, these aren't for your parents, although if they want to, they could watch it too, but these are specifically for you. Alright, and I have a couple more exciting things to share with you at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for the whole video so you can hear what I have to say and you can send me some emails afterwards. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is what we learned about on Sunday. All right, and on Sunday, Pastor Bob was preaching from Luke chapter 19. And he was telling us a story about how Jesus came into Jerusalem on a donkey. And that is called the triumphal entry. All right, and when Jesus came in, he was showing that he was in control. See, Pastor Bob talked about that a little bit on Sunday. And that's something I really picked up from the sermon and what I learned. And I want to share that with you. See, even during this week called Holy Week, which is a week leading up to Easter Sunday, it's a pretty sad week when you look at this story as a whole. Jesus was betrayed, he was beaten, he was mocked, and ultimately he was killed. But there's more to the story, right? Jesus rose again. He came to life at the end. And that was showing that he defeated death. And while his disciples, his closest friends, may have looked at his life during this week before that, they may have looked at it and said, wow, his life is out of control. He's not in control anymore. Those who are beating him, those who are mocking him, they are in control of his life. But you know what? That wasn't true. Jesus was in control. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. See, even though it seemed like Jesus was not in control then, he made a promise that he is in control. All right? And God says that he controls everything. So if God controls everything, we know that he had to have been in control during that week. Right? And he was. Even though it looked like it was out of control, God was in control. And if you go to Kids Club on Wednesday nights with us, you will have learned earlier this year that God always keeps his promises. All right, and that's something we've been learning at Kids Club. And that is because God makes a promise. And then we would look at stories and we would see how he actually fulfilled that promise, how that promise came true. And we learn from all these stories about things that God promised and how God came through on those promises, that God does always keep his promises. No matter how hard it might seem for him to do, he does. And since God promises to always be in control, is he fulfilling that today? It doesn't seem like it, right? Just like the week leading up to Easter and Holy Week, it looked like Jesus' life was out of control and that he was not in control. But we can look back at the story now and know that he was in control. See, he was forcing the hands of his enemies. And he was forcing them to do what they were planning on doing, but on his schedule, not theirs. And he showed through that whole thing that he was in control. And today it seems like he's not in control. Right, with this virus, not being able to go to school, seems like everything's chaotic, right? And it's hard sometimes to understand and to accept that God is in control. But you know what? We can know, since God promises that he will be in control and that he has always proven true, he's always come through on those promises, we can know that he is still in control. And we can trust him for the best to happen through this situation with this virus. Even though it might seem really hard to do, we know that in the end, we'll be able to look back and see that God was in control. All right, so I made a promise at the beginning of this that I would share a couple of exciting things with you. All right, so with this video that I'm posting, I'm gonna be posting 2 per week. I told you that. One on Tuesday, one on Friday. The Friday ones, it's going to look a bit different than the Tuesday one. All right, so make sure you come back on Friday and listen to that. But I need a name. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna call these videos. So I need your ideas, and I need you to help me with the name. All right, so if you have an idea for the name, send it to me. All right, my email is brudd@grandviewchurch.ca. All right, that's BRUDD at grandviewchurch.ca. So get your parents to email me your suggestions for a name for this video. All right, and I'm gonna name the whole series of all these videos the same thing. All right, so send me the suggestions you have, and I really look forward to seeing those suggestions. Now, the second thing, we have Instagram. Grandview Kids is on Instagram. So if your parents have Instagram, tell them to go follow us. It's at Grandview Kids 250. All right? Look us up, follow us, get your parents to follow us, because we have some exciting stuff that we're sharing on there. All right, not only will these videos be on there, but we're also having a challenge. This challenge is called the Stay at Home Photo Challenge. All right, and I'm really excited about this. We've already had a couple of challenges. Rachel shared one with us on Sunday during the service. In these challenges, if you send us the pictures of you doing the challenge, you can win prizes. That's right, you can win some prizes. All right, so I'll be drawing some names. I'll let you know if you won, and then when we come back and we're all together again, we'll be giving you your prize. Don't worry, I'll write down your name so I won't forget to get you that prize. All right, so that's all I have for today. I look forward to seeing you on Friday.